I'm just going to ask you questions about acting.
Right, no problem.
What made you want to start acting?
I probably would say, I'm not 100% sure, I've wanted to do it since I was tiny. I joined a ballet, tap and jazz school when I was 4, so the idea of being on the stage and performing, but I think the main crux of it is really that my granddad, when I was younger, we used to do a Christmas play at his house every year. Me and my 4 cousins, they're all older than me. Sorry, one's younger, the other 2 were older than me. And every year, my cousin Amy would take control. She'd be director, but she'd be in it as well. And we'd do a Christmas play for the whole family, from me being about 4 up until I was about 10. And all the family used to come and watch. So I always used to love performing, dancing, not singing. And yeah, I was just a bit of a drama queen, and I think it's just all come from there, really.
How long was you at acting school for?
I've been to drama classes. I did drama school, I know you're going to ask me in a minute, but college, university. An actual acting school would be this one, and I've been here for 4 years.
Did you study acting in university?
I did study acting in uni.
So people like Bradley Cooper and Sarah Hatcher did, and they become really successful.
Yeah, I studied it at college and university.
Why did you go to university to study acting?
I don't think I was sure whether I was going to go to university, but I went to Manchester College, and I did drama at my college where I was at sixth form, but didn't enjoy the sixth form. Then I moved to Manchester College and did acting, and it was the best course I've ever been on. It was fantastic, and that spurred me to go to university, and everyone was sorting the places out, and because I had such a good 2 years at college, I thought I don't want to stop this yet, so I just went straight from there, really.
Would you say going to university to be an actress you have to go? Because people like Anne Hathaway didn't go and they still become successful.
No, I don't think to be an actress you need to go to university. That's my personal opinion. I don't think you need to go. I think university is an amazing experience. I learned a lot about myself in the 3 years that I was at uni. I really came out myself, and I think it teaches you a lot. And I lived out of home, and it taught me more about being an independent person and rather than being an actress. So I don't think you'd have to go to uni, but the more experience you can get, the better, really. So.
What was the most memorable acting role you've ever done, and why?
The most recent is recently. I've done quite a lot of acting roles, but the most memorable one recently was I was in a play last year called The Copper Jar, and we spent like a year rehearsing it, and we performed it at a few different theatres, and I played a girl who was trying for children. She was engaged, she worked in a sandwich shop, and she was desperately trying for children but was having a really hard time with it, and we spent about a year doing that play, and that was the most memorable role so far, I'd say.
That sounds good. Where did you find most of your acting jobs from? For instance, was it through an agent?
Yeah, from acting's very hard, bit of a cliche, but it's not what you know, it's who you know. I truly believe in. Like you say, I said you don't have to go to uni. You could go to uni and study it and be the best person, know all the knowledge, know things about practitioners, know things about celebrities, know things about actors, know the lives inside and out. But then that's not necessarily going to get you a job. It's who you know or where you are at that moment in time. I've always got jobs from, yes, an agent, or being in the right place at the right time, or bumping into somebody, or knowing people in the know.
What advice would you give to a beginner or a young actor? For example, Jaden Smith was voted Worst Actor of the Year along with Willow Smith.
Age doesn't really matter, I don't think, because don't think because you're young you don't have any experience. You can act from being 2, you can act up until you're 92. Advice, I would, if you enjoy it, if it's something that you're thinking of doing, my advice at this moment in time would be to come to classes like this. Because stuff like this, if you want to do TV as well, if you want to do TV or theatre, if you want to do theatre, join a local Amdram, join a drama group, come to classes like this, get yourself an agent, email around places, get some photographs done. If you want to do it for television, my advice would be, age doesn't really matter, don't worry about that. But things like coming to classes is really important, being in front of a camera all the time, doing stuff off your own back. I do a lot of things like write my own scripts and get friends to do things with me and get people to film it, even if it's amateur and people just filming with the camera stood up. The more stuff you do, the better.
People like Jada Smith and Willow Smith, they're really young actors and actresses, but they were voted worst actor of the year. Would you agree with that?
I don't know who they are.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, right. I was going to say, is it Will Smith's children? That's what I was going to ask. I'm not very celebrity in the know with things like that, with actors and actresses. I wouldn't, I could be voted the worst actress in the world. Everybody's got their own opinion, haven't they? You're going to get knockbacks completely all your life. You might go to 100 auditions and get 1 out of 100 because all the rest you got turned away from. Doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it's because of your acting. It might be you're not right for that part, or to be serious about it, I wouldn't go off celebrity status either. And somebody's voted them the worst actor. I've never seen them act. I don't know. So.
How do you feel about actors who only do acting to become famous or get on TV?
Yeah, I do acting. It depends. It's if they've been in the right place at the right time. Things infuriate me. I do acting because I love it. Like I say, I don't just do television. I'll get stuff together with friends. I'll do short plays. I'll find places in Manchester that are student films, and I do it because I love it and I get so much enjoyment out of it. People that do things on X Factor, it doesn't really bother me as much because, yeah, it's if they... I wouldn't really say maybe X Factor or Britain's Got Talent because people do have a lot of talent that go on there, and it is hard to get out there. And if the reason they get out there is because they've got through X Factor, good luck to them, because some people are very talented. It's stuff like Big Brother that will annoy me. People that will go on Big Brother to try and be famous, and they'll be famous because of all the wrong reasons. Things like that, yeah, it annoys me, it winds me up, but it doesn't annoy me because I don't see them as an actress. It's a waste of TV air, really.
How did you get your first acting job?
Television?
Yeah.
I was going to say it was out of uni, but did I do some... It was when I finished uni, so I was 22. No, it wasn't. My first proper acting job was while I was in uni. It was Hollyoaks, and it was in the second year of uni, so I was 21. And the Hollyoaks set was on the same campus as my uni. So there's a bit of a, not what you know, who you know. So they were looking for people. That was my first proper acting piece.
Thank you for your time and good luck with other acting roles coming up.
No problem, thank you.